Hi everyone! It was an exciting day again. The indexes went down during the Asia session because of the spread and the fear that we have a second wave, but mainly the retaliation of the US against China with regards to the trade deal. President Trump noted in an interview that he will actually examine the phase one deal, how China is actually purchasing what has been agreed. But if you look more into the detail, it was impossible for China to comply because of the pandemic. Meanwhile, all around the globe, the pandemic is still spreading. Although some parts of the world, you see a decline of the amount of death, we see a new hotspot emerging, mainly in Brazil, where we have more than 10,000 new cases each day and a growing amount of deaths. India, the same story. On the overall front, the news highlights were that the Bank of England would do additional efforts to support the local economy. If you see what the pandemic has done to the British economy, with also the Brexit inside, it's no wonder that the pound had a very, very difficult day today. GBP, USD, GBP, GPY, GPA, AUD, they all suffered heavily. On the other side, we also waited for Christine Lagarde from the ECB to announce some additional support or insights due to the Germany ruling of past week. She actually said that the ECB has the mandate to support Europe and take notice of the court filings of Germany. We'll see what the coming days will give and how this will relate to the strength of the euro. In the late afternoon, we saw the jobless claims coming out, surging to 3.1 million, adding to the already 30 million plus people who were jobless. Yesterday we saw in the ADP report over 20 million. In total, we have now 33 million people in the US alone claiming support because they have become jobless. And it's catching up in the real economy. Nevertheless, the funny thing that we saw is in the indexes side globally, we saw a gain. The Dow Jones, the DAX, and actually overall, we saw indexes climbing up with 1 to 2% in average. And if you want to know something more, the Nasdaq Composite actually threw away all the losses due to the pandemic and is in surplus and positive. What it teaches us is that the financial market and the real economy is not linked together. Some billionaires and heavy investors are doubting of this recovery is sustainable or not, especially if you see how the oil prices has been surging like crazy the past few days, 5 consecutive days of wins. Tomorrow is NFP day, so on Friday we might see some turning point. What we also see clearly that the risk sentiment is still on. While gold is surging, the dollar is also up. So having said that, take care of your asset, trade safe, and we see you tomorrow. Big day, NFP, checking out.